Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back for your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about 10 crypto gems that you should be looking into at this current moment in time before the big moves really come to the space. Because again, I do believe that we are in the beginning of something very different versus what we have seen in the past, which is now we are starting to see the big Bitcoin spot ETFs being talked about, things like that. The amount of money that will pour into this space over the course of the next few months is going to be absolutely life-changing for those that are well positioned. Now, with that in mind, we can't get too bullish. We have to make sure that we are, completely ice cold, emotionless, and making sure that we are paying attention to things that really matter to make a ton of money. And we have to make sure that we are de-risking ourselves. Now, one of those big things that I've been addressing is market trends. I put out a report in the Crypto Wealth Network. For those that actually don't know, I run the Crypto Wealth Network with two individuals from the community, Tokenizer as well as JD. Now, this is a $99 a month group, but for those out there that are going to say, oh, that's extremely expensive, it's far too expensive, I just want to let you guys know that this includes everything all under one umbrella from three individuals from the group that are extremely versatile on what they are offering, including, of course, myself. And we do have a ton of experience in the market. For an example, JD does all the TA. He has been around the space for a very long time. Tokenizer, for all of those individuals out there that know about Tokenizer, he doesn't even need to have an introduction. This is a one-stop shop group for everything. But beyond that, I put out a report within the Crypto Wealth Network that has over 30 plus projects between 6 major trends. And all 6 of the trends are completely broken down with hours of research behind it regarding, of course, Google Trends activity, on-chain activity, money flows, and even TVL values. There's a lot within this, but in this video, I'm actually going to be addressing 10 altcoins from that list and also giving you guys a quick in-depth viewpoint on them. So let's take a look at sectors right now. So in the cryptocurrency sectors on CoinMarketCap, this is a great area to look at, but again, there's a lot more just beyond this. If you look at the average price change in the last 24 hours, some of these areas on here are just a wash. Like, for example, like transport, like this is $92 market cap. So like this is a complete wash. But if you look at the market cap valuations on some of these major sectors, then you could actually see the valuable ones and you could gauge on which ones are the ones to actually watch. For an example, if we scroll down the list, and a lot of these up here are like VC capital list and stuff like that. But if we scroll down the list on like roughly a little bit down the list, I should say, this is where we could start to see a lot more of the valuable areas within the space. Now, some of the big ones I've been talking about and addressing is like AI, right? AI is the big one right now, currently speaking, considering the fact that if we look at it, it has almost $3 billion in market cap already. Outside of that, gaming is the second largest, followed by a few other ones down the list that I have been addressing on the channel. Another one that just recently came up in conversation and has started to make a ton of noise is Deepin. So Deepin is actually a big one that we have been talking about a little bit in the private Discord as well as in the Crypto Wealth Network because of how big of an opportunity this could very well be. It's kind of right on par with like privacy, right? Privacy tokens are extremely overlooked, and the same goes for Deepin tokens as well. One token that I've been talking about is Filecoin. Filecoin has been absolutely killing it. And I do think that this is going to be one that really wakes up this next cycle and becomes a big player in the space. There's a ton of other great ones on here as well. But with that in mind, let's tap into the 10, right? So the first one right now is AOS Network, or if you will, AOS Network. This one is a big AI player, and this one kind of is on par with like Casper. For those out there that know about Casper, it had a rough launch, right? Casper had a rough launch. So did this one. It launched back in April of 2021, where most altcoins already topped out on. So this one didn't really experience a bull run. And with the tokenomics on this one and with the market cap, I honestly think that this thing could be a big winner in this next cycle. It's already on some pretty large exchanges. Coinbase, for an example. This one is very easily accessible. And it recently erupted off of the lows. This is when a lot of people start to really take notice of this one. But I think that this is just the beginning. And I feel as though as it is retesting some major support, we need to be looking at this one at this current moment in time, especially with how big the AI narrative has become. On top of that, OryChain. OryChain, I included in a video previously, I'm pretty sure. And this one is a big one to look into because if we look at the future around AI, I think that this trend is only going to continue to become a bigger trend, especially with a lot more focus on it from the retail side. But also with OryChain, I mean, this thing is under $150 million market cap, and look at the tokenomics of this beast. I mean, this thing, if it really wakes up, there's no telling where this thing could go. $1 billion market cap initially, which is a 10x essentially on the market cap. Fully diluted market cap, it's a little under a 10x, but it's still right around there. And even then, I still think that that is just a starting point. I think that this one could hit easily $5 to $10 billion in this next run up. On par with that, Nexera. So AllianceBlock. Now, for those out there that are going to say, well, it already ran. This is not even close to where Nexera could go. This thing has, again, around $100 million market cap. These $100 million market cap tokens are crucial to be focused on because right around there is the sweet spot for risk, right? It's mid-tier risk where there is still risk involved, but it's not as high risk as 10 million or less in terms of market cap. But also Nexera has positioned itself well in terms of converging traditional finance with DeFi. And this has always been a spotlighted token on the channel, even going all the way back to 2021. Next on the list, Maple. With real-world asset tokenization becoming a big deal, I think that Maple could be a big winner as well. We've been talking about this in the free Discord. We've been talking about it in the private Discord. This thing has a $60.8 million market cap, fully diluted 130, almost 8 million. But the best part about Maple is that the TVL on it. There's a lot of TVL backed with Maple. This is definitely one to focus on. It is already on some major exchanges like Coinbase, for an example. So accessibility wise, very easily accessible. Definitely focus on this one. And by the way, full transparency, I don't hold all of these tokens. I just know about them from doing research and also doing a deep dive in on them. And that's why I believe that these are some of the biggest winners, or at least, again, some big potential earners in terms of ROI. IoTeX. Again, with Deepin becoming a big deal, IoTeX could definitely be a big winner. This thing is under a $500 million market cap. So again, upside potential. It's still there. It's not as significant, but it's still there. Focus on this one. Especially with the setup right now on the chart, we could very well see a pullback a little bit lower, but this thing looks like it wants to run a lot more off of the lows. Again, when we look at the all-time high for this, it's right around roughly 25 cents. I personally believe that this one could hit some very, very high figures. I mean, even at a 10x, right, it's still at about roughly a $4.3 billion market cap. I think a lot of these big narratives, I think most of them in terms of the actual projects, we'll see right around roughly $5 to $10 billion in market cap. So you can kind of gauge what the ROI would be on some of these projects. Also, AER Protocol. This one has been making the rounds within the space. Even if you don't look at the log scale, you can see how big of a player it has been. This is a newer project, launched right around 2023 in terms of price data. This thing is right around $100 million in market cap. Like I said, this sweet spot, 100 million total supply. Guys, I really do think that this one could very well be a big winner. And I think that it could be a very large gem in the space currently speaking. So you definitely want to focus on these types of projects that do have incredible tokenomics, market cap right around the sweet spot, and also projects that have been doing very well so far. Definitely keep a close eye out on this one. I do think that this could be a big player. Also, gaming wise, Magic. So Magic, full transparency, again, a lot of these launches, they did not experience a bull run. Right now, this thing's at $1, right? Still under a $300 million market cap. Fully diluted, still under $500 million market cap. Again, a lot of these gaming projects, guys, do I even need to tell you how big some of these gaming projects could be when the retail flood is back? They are big players that again, the thing to look at with gaming projects, and I really don't like a lot of the gaming tokens, tokenomics. Focus on the tokenomics for gaming projects. And you want to know why? When the retail flood comes back in, most of them overlook tokenomics for the most part, but the projects that have solid tokenomics like Magic are going to be big movers, especially ones that are accessible. Magic is on Coinbase. It's on Binance. It's already on the largest exchanges out there. So accessibility wise, this thing's right around the sweet spot. And when we look at what this one is becoming, very high quality gaming project. Very high quality gaming project. And again, it didn't even experience a bull run. So when we really look at this one, again, right around that $5 to $10 billion market cap, but it could go significantly higher. We witnessed gaming projects back in 2021 doing enormous runs. And this next cycle is just beginning. Also, Proy, this one, in terms of real world asset tokenization, must focus on player. 100 million tokens, sub $100 million market cap, right around the midline, almost $53 million in market cap. Already on Coinbase, some other major exchanges. For the most part, accessibility wise, again, perfect one to look at. Now, full transparency, never made a new all-time high in the last cycle, but talking about where real world asset tokenization is, the spotlight on it, how big tokenization has become from the traditional side of things, and also the TVL that is being boasted by Proy. Guys, I do think that this one could be a major winner in the RWA space. Definitely add it to your watch list. You don't even need to buy it, just add it to your watch list. Take a look at it, do some research on it, see what you think, because in my opinion, I think that this one is going to be a big mover. And then last but not least, UTK, X Money. Guys, this thing is under a $50 million market cap, 500 million total supply. When we really look at some of these big players in this space, and we look at the market cap of some of them, it is insane on where they can go. This is one, and if we go and look at their socials, again, I love looking at socials and even websites and seeing the quality behind them. This is one that I recently started looking at heavily, and I was just like, all right, the quality is there. The tokenomics are solid. I can't see why this one does not hit significantly higher market caps from where it's at now. I mean, if we're talking about 5 to 10 billion, that's perfect. I mean, that is a significant upside on this one. And the reason why I say that is because they are a big player in the on and off ramp sort of side of things. They're a payments player within crypto. I know it's not kind of on par with the major trends that I was just addressing recently, but I really do think that this is one that you're probably going to want to look at, especially around even cybersecurity. They're kind of on par with like the cybersecurity aspect, but they have everything all under one umbrella technically. This is one that I do think that could pull significant numbers, especially with the market cap of it and also the tokenomics of it and the quality. Again, add it to your watch list. Do a little bit more research. Let me know what you think. But in my opinion, this is probably going to be one of those undervalued, overlooked gems that a lot of people are just completely missing. And it's on Binance. Accessibility wise, it is on major exchanges that are very easily accessible for the retail sector. And that's a big thing to note as well, accessibility. Because again, the retail sector loves things that they don't have to go and make a new account or anything like that. Binance, most people own a Binance account. They could probably just tap in easily. Coinbase definitely gets an A+ rating on a lot of these tokens because if it is on Coinbase, Coinbase is like the normie exchange. Everyone outside of crypto probably heard about Coinbase. It's all over mainstream media. They're probably going to tap in with Coinbase. But either way, A lot of these projects have a ton of upside potential, and this is just a starting point. If you guys do want to learn more about a lot of these projects, if you guys do want to get a little bit more in-depth viewpoints on projects as well, get access to full-on deep dives, get access to full-on TA, all in real time, you guys are more than welcome to join the Crypto Wealth Network. But guys, these are 10 incredible opportunities, in my opinion, leading into this next cycle that could boast significant ROI. Definitely pay attention to the trends. Pay attention to what is happening around the space. Pay attention to money flows as well. You could see this within on-chain activity. There's a lot going on in this space from the VC side, from the institutional side, from even the enterprise grade side. There's a lot of money to be made from the retail sector as well. So focus on the players in this space that haven't had a significant run yet, that are boasting incredible quality products, and also the ones that have solid tokenomics with low to mid-range market caps, because they will boast 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x potential. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.